Hey guys, welcome back today. And today I would like to show you a new version of my Emerald Tower shifting floor mob farm for 1.13.2. As you can see, we changed quite a bit up. Starting off, I put the cart collection control on the same side as the control system for the shifting floors. I compacted it quite a bit and change things up so this observer zero ticks this piston and it spits out its block, which turns on the carts and keeps them going until it's done. When I changed up the clock here as well, and I am using 2 sets of repeaters on max delay, so that's 8 ticks between each set of repeaters, and then just 2 sets of comparators with a block separating them. I kept the trapdoor that hits the observer face, which sends a pulse through the system. And because of how long I made this, I had to change this up, and instead of trying to figure out how to run a line of repeaters in a very compact space, I just put a repeater into a block, then came out and kind of zigzagged the whole thing to this block, which will power this dust, powering this repeater, and it provides just the amount of delay that the floor will shift completely to one side before it tries to shift back. Now, as you can see, I changed quite a bit up, and I have cut out half of the spawning floors and shortened the farm up quite a bit, but I have also extended it out, making it 3 chunks long. And as you can see here, we just go 1 block above the second sub chunk. Now the reason we lowered the farm so much is because in 1.13 things got changed, and the lower your farm is in the sub chunks of the world, the more productive it is. Now we could probably cut a layer or two, like these 2 layers. I could cut these off and this farm would probably show a good improvement to the rates. And we'll go over the rates of this farm on average per an hour towards the end of this video. Now, also, it's this perimeter that is giving this farm some good rates, and you could probably get away with not as big of a perimeter, but just remember, you want a perimeter if you want your mob farm to do extremely well. And if we turn these off and we come down here, you can see I have fixed up the unloading system so that it is more compact. It is just 2 water streams that flow down together, 16 blocks long, into sets of hoppers here. You're going to want at least 3 hoppers on each side to keep up with the drops. And as you can see here, we took care of the problem of mobs spawning down here, because when in the original model, these slime blocks would be pushed over and there was nothing here. So we just added another row of terracotta blocks with glass on top so nothing will spawn on them. And then over here, obviously we're using less observers going down, but we're using more the long ways. Oh. So overall, everything has been kind of streamlined up, and the farm is a lot more productive. So let's take a look at the rates on average per hour of this farm. Okay, so after a few 1-hour tests, this farm on average gives you 27,930 drops an hour, which is 60.44 items a minute coming in. And over those tests, these were the average per an hour for arrow, bone, rotten flesh, and gunpowder. Now you will also get a handful of glowstone, redstone sticks, and bottles maybe from witches. And if you build this in a slime chunk like I did in this world, You will also get around 50 to 100 slime an hour, because small slimes will still be able to spawn in there. So you might want to think about that and check your chunks before you build this farm, like I did not. So thank you very much for checking out my Mark II Emerald Tower, and if you have any ideas or ways to improve it, please let me know. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.